We all love a story of rags to riches, but how many times have you heard about someone going from multi-billion-dollar riches to empty pocket rags? Well, that's exactly what happened to Indian businessman Anil Ambani. From the most expensive sibling rivalry in the world to jail bailout scandals and a mind-boggling $7 billion debt, here's how one man went from $42 billion to zero. Anil was born in 1959 in Mumbai to Dhirubhai Ambani, the founder of the massively successful Reliance company. Dhirubhai had humble beginnings himself, starting as a clerk before founding his own business trading spices and textiles. Through hard work and determination, Reliance grew rapidly into a multi-billion-dollar empire. In the early days, though, the Ambanis lived in a modest two-bedroom apartment. But Dhirubhai was keen to instill a strong work ethic in his sons. Anil and his elder brother Mukesh took them on challenging tasks, rewarding them with mangoes to show that hard work pays off. Little did they know just how crucial that lesson would prove to be later on. The Ambani brothers, Anil and Mukesh, joined the family business in their mid-20s, with Mukesh working as a facilities manager and Anil as an executive. Their contrasting personalities led to a massive rift between them, which would emerge decades later. Reliance grew into a $15 billion conglomerate by 2002. However, their father's unexpected death in 2001 forced the brothers to split Reliance's assets between them. Mukesh took control of established companies like Reliance Industries, while Anil opted for new ventures like Reliance Communications and Reliance Power. The fighting over control escalated, and the Indian government failed to mediate the situation. In 2005, their mother Kokalaban convinced them to separate, rebranding Mukesh as Reliance Industries Limited and Anil as the Reliance Anil Dhirubhai Ambani Group. Anil's golden years were marked by success in the telecom sector, investing billions in 3G technology, acquiring movie production houses, and securing deals with Hollywood giants. Anil was living the billionaire's dream to the fullest. His successes peaked in 2008 when he raised $3 billion in under a minute with an IPO for Reliance Power, making Indian stock market history. He finally joined the Forbes billionaire ranks at number 6 globally with a mind-blowing $42 billion net worth. Mukesh's older brother Mukesh still frustratingly ran one place above him, with private jets, a luxury yacht, and Bollywood red carpet screenings at his home. Anil had it all. Well, all except the sense to be satisfied with the incredible wealth and status he'd accumulated. His ego and obsession with overtaking Mukesh's success meant Anil took one risky gamble too many. From problems and spiraling debt to fund his plans for massive expansion at Reliance Communications, Anil took out huge loans to invest in 3G capabilities and growth. A potential multi-billion-dollar merger with South African mobile company MTN looked like it could provide an easy way out of the mounting debt. But the deal fell through partly due to issues with the non-compete agreement Anil had made with Mukesh years earlier. From there, things just kept getting worse and worse for Anil's businesses. Anil faced multiple scandals over shady license deals at Reliance Communications. He had to borrow over $1 billion from Chinese banks to service existing debts, while Mukesh's Jio mobile operator aggressively undercut prices, decimating Reliance Communications' market share. Anil's companies hemorrhaged billions, with once lucrative investments now worthless. By 2019, Anil's debts had reached $7 billion, and Reliance Communications filed for bankruptcy protection. Anil's net worth, which was $42 billion at its peak in 2008, dwindled to nothing. Despite filing for bankruptcy, he managed to keep his private jets, luxury properties, multi-million-dollar car collection, and a yacht. Accusations of concealing money in overseas accounts were made, and when a UK court pushed him to use his non-liquid assets to settle debts, his lawyers argued they were held in other people's names to avoid selling them off. So while the financial situation was undoubtedly dire, it's abundantly clear Anil wasn't living the life of a penniless pauper either. But his pride had still taken an almighty battering. To go from India's 6th richest man to the public humiliation of claiming utter bankruptcy and ruin, he was even temporarily jailed in 2019 over a missed payment, only being bailed out by, you guessed it, his infinitely wealthier brother, Mukesh. The diverging paths of the Ambani brothers. While Anil was flung out in spectacular fashion, Mukesh just continued going from strength to strength as one of the world's most successful businessmen. In 2021 alone, his Reliance Industries was valued at over $200 billion, with Mukesh's personal net worth an astounding $92.7 billion, making him the richest person in Asia. These days, Mukesh spends his riches on insane luxuries like Antilia, the $1 billion 27-story skyscraper mansion in Mumbai, complete with a 168-car garage and private theater. It's a world away from the two-bedroom apartment his father raised the Ambani family in back in the 1960s. As for Anil, he maintains a much lower profile, working around the clock to try and rescue what's left of his business empire. Rising at 5 a.m., he sticks to a strict diet and exercise regime while putting in 12-hour days at the office. It's an extraordinarily disciplined routine, almost as if he's trying to follow in his father's footsteps of turning rags into riches all over again. While Anil claims the well has run completely dry, the suspicion remains that he's still sitting on a fortune, however diminished it may be. Lawsuits are still ongoing, but no matter the final amount, it's unlikely he'll ever reach those dizzying peaks of wealth and success again. Besides, many argue that Mukesh's more patient, carefully planned business strategy ultimately outlasted Anil's go-for-debt-fueled gambles to get rich quickly. Had the brothers put aside their egos and combined their strengths, who knows how successful Reliance could have been. But for all his faults and failures, you can't knock Anil's determination to try and rebuild his life from the bottom up once again. Sure, he'll likely never be a billionaire again, but you've got to admire the grit of a man who lost billions but somehow keeps on grinding every single day. And there you have it, the incredible story of Anil Ambani's rise and fall. What lessons can we learn from his journey? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating stories of success and failure in the world of business. Until next time, stay tuned.